On top of that, we have the assistant prosecutor here tonight to say that he's concluded his investigation and that the Union County taxpayers were not permanently deprived of any of the generators that were absconded with and used by county employees during Hurricane Sandy. And that's actually a slap in the face. And I just can't wait to see what your investigation will conclude as to how we're going to keep a handle on who's allowed to take county equipment home and what would be the repercussions if they do take it home without any approval. I can't even imagine any instance where a county employee would be given approval to take county property home. I just can't believe it. And I hold every one of you freeholders accountable for both the generators going missing, the money going missing from Music Fest, the chainsaws going missing, and then the excuses that are given here by department heads, and no one questions. It's outrageous.
Thank you, Mr. Bittner, for your comments tonight.
Tina Reddick Cranford. The assistant prosecutor was here earlier during the agenda meeting, and he made a short statement about the prosecutor's investigation of generators being taken home during the Superstorm Stanley emergency when much of Union County was without power. His short statement went something to the effect of, none of these employees intended to permanently deprive the county of these generators. Therefore, it was not against the law. Then we were sitting down, he made a comment that I should look it up. So I did look it up, and I beg to differ whether it's against the law. I guess it's up to the county prosecutor how that's going to be interpreted. We will have a new county prosecutor on Monday. Perhaps she will set a new pair of eyes on that. And I'm also excited. We're also having a new, not that I was totally disappointed with the last Attorney General, but our new Attorney General, in case you haven't read about it yet, is John Hoffman. He is the former director of the Division of Investigations in the State Controller's Office. So I am excited that he might have penchants for this sort of local abuse. I'm sure his stomach has churned in that position. And he might be willing to do something about this, even if you don't. Hoping that you will now tell the public the name of these employees. The prosecutor made much ado about me saying I knew the names and I wouldn't publish it. Well, guess what? You know the names. Let's hear them. Publish it yourself. And also, you purchased generators immediately after Sandy, and that was done with federal funds. So the public was deprived of those funds because you had to replace the generators that went home with these employees, the way I interpret it. There are numerous anti-corruption statutes on the book, which are interesting. And definitely, if it's not theft, it is definitely, the way I'm reading this, and again, I did look it up and I went back and forth with an attorney friend of mine, it's definitely official misconduct. And I've read the 5 criteria for that. I don't have time to go through them, and I just don't see how the people that took home those generators are going to get a pass on this. Perhaps from you, but I don't believe with the new county prosecutor and the new state prosecutor with his background, I cannot imagine this abuse going unpunished. And finally, I know I'm not going to get it, but I'm going to ask for it. I would like an apology for the abuse I had to suffer bringing this information to the public's attention. I would like an apology. And I would also like an apology for things like Music Fest, which would have never been brought to the public's attention, millions of dollars unappropriated for. The abuse of Music Fest is finally over with, all because of the Union County Watchdog Association. I don't expect an apology, but certainly one is due.
Things on Generatorgate, just a few random thoughts. There's a guy who took $300 in the city of Alpha, and they prosecuted him. I mean, around here, there's the Music Fest stuff where beer money goes missing and nobody cares. And there were some people permanently deprived of safety. Like in Kenilworth, there were two major intersections on 21st Street and Boulevard and by the A&P that they put cones up there. You couldn't make a left turn. It was dangerous for about a week and a half. And a couple blocks down, there was a generator that was taken. Now, I can understand the prosecutor's point of view, just want to get this over with, get something out there. Hopefully we'll get the names and publish them. But something actually should be done. If it's allowed to go on, then practically anything here, I mean, nobody gets permanently, I mean, there was some criminal activity and other people were prosecuted for it and had to step down. And something should be done, even if the prosecutor won't do it. Okay.